Contentment. Be happy and satisfied with what you have. Who is the richest person? In Volume 5 of Buddha Charita, Life of Buddha, it states, if you are not satisfied with what you have, you are still poor. Even if you are poor, if you are satisfied with what you have, you are the richest person in the world. Poor or rich, it depends on if we are satisfied and treasure what we have, if we can find happiness and free life in our current conditions. There is a story of Lü Dongbing, who was one of the 8 immortals. One day he came down from the heavens to our world and was determined to save sentient beings. On the way, he saw a young man sitting on the ground weeping and went to ask, "My young friend, why are you crying? Are you encountering any difficulties?" The young man sighed. "My mother is sick in bed, and we don't have enough money to send a doctor to see her. I plan to go to work, but no one can take care of my mother at home." Lü Dongbing was very happy to see there was such a filial child, which was very rare in this world. In order to help this young man, Lü Dongbing used a spell to turn a rock by the road into gold and gave it to the young man. Unexpectedly, the young man shook his hand and said that he did not want this piece of gold. Lü Dongbing was even more pleased in his heart. He thought this young man was a gentleman who was not greedy for gold. "Why don't you want the gold? This is enough for you and your mother's living for years," Lü Dongbing asked. "The gold you give me will be spent. I want your gold fingers. In the future, as long as I need money, I can use the finger and everything I point at will turn into gold." After listening to what the young man was saying, Lü Dongbing sighed for the greedy human nature and drifted away. Humans' desire is like a bottomless black hole, which will never be filled. Even if a person earns hundreds of millions of wealth, if his heart is driven by greed, he could not enjoy the happiness of prosperity. Even if a person is poor, he can feel at ease and see the beautiful flowers and green trees every day. If a wealthy man sitting in a mansion does not know how to give back to society to benefit the public, it is like being trapped in a mansion with fire. How can he hear the birds singing and smell the fragrance of flowers?